It's Mo. Today we're going to be doing the performance on demand drill, also known as the man card. I got this drill from the guy with Achilles Heel Tactical, AHT. I really like this guy. I really like his style. He's very proficient. Let's get into what the man card is. The man card is a very difficult task, right? Online, I saw the San Diego SWAT team go through this rigorous qualification or this course, and a lot of them failed. All right, we're gonna make sure that we can get it done here today. At the beginning of each drill, I will re-explain how it goes, but here for the beginning of the video, we're gonna explain each variation of the short card. All right, there are 5 iterations or 5 variations. First one, we're gonna start from a compressed ready, which means we're not up high and ready, but we are compressed and ready. All right, there's gonna be an audible sound. Lift up, bang, within 1 second. With each iteration, there are gonna be 2 repetitions. You have 2 chances to complete successfully. If you do not complete any of these variations successfully, you do fail. Let's go on to the next one. The next variation is also gonna be from 25-yard mark. The par time is 1 second. All of the par times are gonna be 1 second for pistol and rifle. However, when we do our transition, I believe it's gonna be 2.5 seconds. So for the second variation, we're gonna start about right here. You're allowed to touch your firearm, you just cannot grab your firearm. You are allowed to use any holster with any retention type. We're gonna be using type 2 retention. On the audible sound, you're going to draw from your holster, make contact with the target within 1 second. Okay, we want to do that within 1 second. We'll get it done. There are 3 more variations. The next variation is going to be from a low ready. Within 1 second, we want to make sure we're hitting this target, all right? The next variation, loosen that up about a quarter. Okay, we're going to go from a high ready. Right, we want to make sure we're hitting that target. What is the last variation? Okay, the last variation, you're gonna use your rifle at any point where you want, okay? I like the low ready. The timer's gonna go off and we have 2.5 seconds, okay? 2.5 seconds. Raise your rifle, target, target, okay? We wanna do that within 2.5 seconds. Here we have the QIT FBI target, also known as like the bottleneck. This is a zone specific target. This target is used for FBI qualifications, FAA Air Marshal qualifications. It's called the QIT. What I did here was I took a US PSA target and I cut it to meet the specifications, right? We have 18 inches by 12 inches, which is the standard QIT target. The guy in the video says to use an A-zone specific target, and that's what we're gonna do here. I believe my target is a little smaller than normal, but we're gonna push ourselves to the limit. Make sure this dot's looking good, looking how I want it. Our par time is set to 1 second. We're gonna go from our compressed ready. Right, 0.99 on the dot. The second iteration is gonna go as the following. We're not going to grab our firearm, but we're gonna rest our hand on it. The timer's gonna go off and we have 1 second to draw our firearm and make contact with the target. Right, 0.98. So we hit it right here. Like I said before, we are using a smaller target, so it does make it a little difficult for us. 1.5 inches off can be the difference between your life and somebody else's life. All right, 0.97. Let's go take a look. Perfect, so we're right here. I'm gonna start marking these so we know where we are when we get there. All right, so we've already completed 2 iterations of this man card drill. We're gonna get to the third one. We're gonna start from a low ready. The timer is gonna go off and we have 1 second. Beep, bow. All right, 0.88. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, with the rifle, it's very easy. If I'm being completely honest, I was kind of shocked when I saw that the San Diego SWAT team couldn't do this. I'm an outlier, but I wanna humble myself because the gun community is full of some very skilled individuals, right? To regular people or to the average population, I'm a very a fundamentally sound shooter, you know? I might seem very good to a lot of people. However, the firearms industry or the firearms community has some very skilled individuals, so I gotta bring myself back down. Right, so we're gonna get into the 4th iteration of the man card drill. So we're gonna start from a high ready. The timer's gonna go off. Make contact, right? We wanna make contact within 1 second. All right, 0.93. That one was a little slow and sloppy. So we're gonna go into the 5th iteration of this man card drill. Timer's gonna go off. Beep, bow. Okay, like that. But we can't waste any time. Let's put this par time to 2.5 seconds. Gonna start from a low ready. All right, 2.49. Damn, I'm right on the dot. Let's go take a look. All right, so we failed it on our first attempt. However, we do get a second attempt. We're gonna make it work on this second time. I'm rushing. The first time I got it right on the dot, but I missed. What does that mean? That means I need more time. I cannot accurately do this. I'm sure if I try 10 times, I can at least get it once, but We only get 2. We're gonna try it again. I'm gonna practice right here real quick. Beep, bow, bow, okay. Bow, right. I did it. So like I said in the last clip, right, that final iteration for the man card drill was very hard for me. Transitioning from rifle to pistol and accurately placing rounds on target, especially at 25 yards, is hard. With a part time of 2.5 times, I wasn't able to complete it. I did do it yesterday. I will post that clip. It's almost like gambling, right? You do it 2 times. Yesterday, you failed once, you passed it. Today, you failed 2 times. Who's to say if I don't do it a third, I wouldn't pass? However, that's not how the drill goes. So as far as today, we failed. Because we failed, let's do a quick mag dump, huh? Woo, that was nice. All right.